Happy Friday, television family. The weekend is almost here. In fact, if you stand on your tiptoes, you can see it. Still got to get through this day, though. 27th day of September, 2024. I am Dan Kuntz. It is Friday, just a couple of high clouds. A beautiful sunrise is kind of going on right now. It began just about 5 minutes ago. It's going to be a beautiful day today. It was a little cloudy yesterday, but it cleared out by the early afternoon. It was a beautiful day yesterday afternoon. We're going to do it again today, going to do it again tomorrow, back up to the lower 80s. On Saturday, the 28th, we cool down a little bit on Sunday. There'll be another cold front coming in, basically Saturday night into Sunday. It'll make things a little breezier and a little cloudier. It's going to usher in some cooler air, and then we go right back to pretty nice weather. Don't forget, Tuesday is the first day of October. September's about a done deal. Didn't it just start? Wasn't it like last weekend, Labor Day weekend? It seems that way to me anyway. A forecast I think you're going to like if you like it sunny and mild. Is coming up. If you like the rain, there ain't any coming, and we're going to show you a little something about the drought that we're in. It's not good. It's been going on for about 2.5 years, this drought. We checked in with our friends at the Drought Center. There is such a thing, believe it or not. We'll show you those numbers. They're pretty sobering. News, yes. Sports, it's done. Mariners cannot make the playoffs because the teams that they were chasing in the wild card berth, the Twins, the Royals, and the Tigers, they held the tiebreaker for the Mariners in all three of those scenarios. So the Mariners had to win out starting today, and they had to have those three teams lose, and that didn't happen. Mariners are out of the playoffs. Well, it is what it is. And we got a lot of sports to get to because it's going to be a busy prep weekend. Of course, we're going to be at Wildcat Stadium tonight. Sunnyside Grizzlies in town taking on the East Mile Wildcats with Grant Olson and Brandon Harley on the call. 7 o'clock kickoff right here on the NCW Live channel if you can't make it to the game, but it's going to be a beautiful night, so go. Alex Haley will be my guest in the back half of the program. He is in charge of marketing and programming for the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Their season, and they have a season, it begins about now, goes through spring and early summer of next year, is underway. It began last night. We'll check in with Alex, talk about some of the shows that the Numerica PAC is bringing to town as well. Lots to get to on this Friday. Let's take our tour around the valley, courtesy of Localtel's Sky-Fi division. Just a couple of high clouds out there, and that is about it. 6:55, as I mentioned already, with sunrise. Sunset tonight will be at 6:47. That is 11 hours and 52 minutes of daylight. When we visit again on Monday, the sun will be coming up during the show, which might be pretty cool. Of course, these are spectacular views anyway, regardless of where the sun is in the sky. To Lake Wenatchee we go. Few more clouds up there. Don't forget the Autumn Leaf Festival is going on this weekend in Leavenworth. That'll make the traffic in the Leavenworth area even more difficult than it already is without a festival going on. Good morning to Lake Wenatchee. Let's look at the sun just kissing the very summit of Dirty Face. And they do have a few more clouds up there, but they're going to kind of slide around our area. They're heading up north. They're going to miss us pretty much altogether. Let's see how many clouds are hanging around in the Lake Chelan area. How about like almost nothing? Again, up from the Bear Mountain camera, you can see a little bit of the state park down there, I believe. And Wapato Point, good morning to Lake Chelan. Good time to visit the lake. The weather is nice. It's sunny. It's mild. It's not hot. Not a lot of tourists hanging around. The lake is a lot cooler and smoother than it is, say, in July and August. So good time to visit Lake Chelan. It's just right up Highway 97A. And as you drive up Highway 97A, on the west side of the Columbia River, you would go by Antioch, which looks something like this from our hose camera. This is across the Columbia River at Hose Canyon, looking over towards Antioch. You can see the Antioch River emptying into the mighty Columbia, and a good swath of Antioch in view in the Antioch Valley. That's a nice view. I like that hose landing camera. And Antioch continues to grow. They got room to grow, quite a bit of room to grow. They're moving up the hill, as you might imagine, but good morning to Antioch. It's always good to see you folks. The drought is getting problematic. This is the, second year in a row now? Third year? Something like that. We are in a severe drought. You can see where that little protuberance is right over the Wenatchee Valley and the far western side, or the far eastern side of Chelan County in the lee of the Cascades. We are in a severe drought. Our rainfall since January 1st, so since the start of the year, we've had 3.62 inches of measurable precipitation. Normally we would be over 5 inches of measurable precipitation. So we are about 1.5 inches below normal for our yearly rainfall, and that is pretty much what we had last year. as well. This drought goes back about 2.5 years, which is why we're in a severe drought. This is not good. We need rain. We had zero measurable rain the entire month of July. We had almost none in August, except for that one day where we had pretty good rainfall. That was it. We need rain, and a lot of it to catch up. It is none, absolutely none, in the forecast, unfortunately, because we could use some rain, but it's just going to be sunny and nice from the National Weather Service. How does 77 or 78 stand to you for the afternoon high? That's about a degree or two warmer than what we got to yesterday. Going to be very pleasant indeed. Very little wind at all. Partly cloudy tonight, 50 for the overnight low. Beautiful day Saturday. High of 81 with just a couple of passing clouds. And then on Sunday, a system pushes through the area. It's going to cool us down. It's going to make things a little breezy. It's actually going to start coming in overnight Saturday night into Sunday. So quite windy Saturday night with some clouds rolling in, but no rain in the forecast. Just clouds Saturday night. Sunshine all day Sunday and breezy, but as you can see, considerably cooler. We're going to have a big drop in our temperature Saturday compared to Sunday. And then we're going to hover right around that 70-degree mark again on Monday as the cool air settles in. Days get shorter. We say hello to October on Tuesday with lots of sunshine and highs in the mid-70s. Zero rain in the forecast. Just pretty much sunny, although a little breezy at times. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the news because that's one of the things we do around here. You're watching a Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, located on South Wenatchee Ave, has the largest selection of spas and swim spas in town. Stay cool this summer in an artesian swim spa and use it all year long. We enjoy helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis pain. Our passion is water, so please bring us a water sample, and we will help you diagnose your pool or spa water for free. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, your pool and spa experts.
The family at the Epladolin want to help your loved one feel at ease in their new home environment. Epladolin offers beautiful one-bedroom and studio apartments. Residents enjoy 3 delicious home-style meals a day, laundry service, housekeeping service, and encouragement to make themselves cozy in their new home. Epladolin welcomes your family to come and visit their family. Epladolin, independent and assisted living. They make the complicated easy for you. Call today for a tour.
Who does Springwater Insurance Group work for? Well, we work for you. Now, some of you think we work for Medicare insurance plans. No, we work for you and your Medicare needs. Now, we are independent agents, and this allows us to teach you about all your plan choices. Now, once we find the most suitable health and drug plan for this new year, we then assist you with your enrollment. We also take it a step further. We provide local, face-to-face customer service at one of our local offices. We provide this service because it's what you want.
My name's Nick Dirk, and I've been a cinematographer-photographer for over 10 years. I got my start at the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Without the Tech Center, I wouldn't have got my first job in media production 3 months after I graduated high school.
My name is Charlie Voris, and I own Vortex Productions. My work has taken me on exciting adventures all around the world, and I got my start at Wenatchee Valley Tech.
Hey, my name is Oli Mingo, and I'm the Executive Director at Heirloom Creatives in Wenatchee. I am so thankful for Wenatchee Valley Tech to be able to have my dream career.
.55 degrees, quite a bit of sunshine. We're going to be upper 70s today, lower 80s on Saturday. Cold front comes in Saturday night, going to cloud us up, going to cool us down considerably on Sunday, but summer is still hanging on. 9 minutes after the hour, Grant County detectives have arrested a 52-year-old Ephrata man during an investigation of online crimes against children. Jeremy B. Burge was taken into custody on Wednesday morning after a search warrant was served at his apartment in the 2400 block of Basin Street Southwest in Ephrata. Detectives began the investigation back in August after a tip from a citizen to the Quincy Police Department. Investigators received search warrants for Berg's Google account, and they say they were able to recover images of child sexual abuse. Burge is lodged in the Grant County Jail. He's charged with 6 felony counts of child porn possession. He was arraigned in Superior Court yesterday morning. Anybody with information that may be related to this case, by the way, you're asked to contact the Grant County Sheriff's Office. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office is seeking a 12% overall increase in its budget for next year. That's more than $2.7 million over last year's budget. In budget hearings on Wednesday, Sheriff Mike Morrison told county commissioners the boost would largely go to salaries and overtime, including 4 new positions, a public information officer, an emergency management director, and a corporal for his traffic enforcement unit. Among other expenses, $400,000 to replace Marine One. That's the sheriff's patrol boat for the water. It's well beyond its useful life. Commissioner Chair Kevin Overbay called that, quote, a pretty healthy ask, end quote. The board encouraged Morrison to rank his priorities and come back with a new budget request. The county's budget is due to be finalized in mid-December. Well, Orchard Middle School is still feeling the heat as ongoing HVAC issues affect the school. Wenatchee School District Superintendent Corey Callahar gave an update to the school board detailing the costs and the labor associated with repairing the HVAC system, not only at Orchard but around the district. At Orchard, Callahar said there are still pockets inside the school that are in the mid to high 80s, and if they were to replace the school's entire system, it would cost about $400,000. The district has been faced with numerous HVAC issues since the summer, including at Wenatchee High School, where the cost to replace 3 compressors cost about $40,000. Callahar said that while the district has had several schools with issues with their HVAC systems, the district's HVAC technicians have spent most of their time at Orchard and at Wenatchee High School. Controlled burning began yesterday in the Stemilk Community Forest in southern Chelan County. You probably saw it if you were out and about yesterday. It's a 62-acre prescribed fire. It was announced earlier this week that they were going to do it when the conditions were right, and they're doing it. Managers sparked the brush fire yesterday morning on county-owned land near Upper Basin Road and Pole Flats Road. The county's Natural Resources Department worked with the State Department of Natural Resources to oversee that controlled burn. As I mentioned at the start of the show, it is Autumn Leaf Festival going on in Leavenworth, and that includes the annual Autumn Leaf Parade, and that means it's going to be hard to get through Leavenworth on Saturday. Highway 2 through Leavenworth will be closed from 11:30 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the parade. That's basically from the Chumstick Highway to Mill Street. The traffic light at the intersection of US Highway 2 and the Chumstick Highway will be turned off, so flaggers will be present to direct traffic. Downtown access will be available from 14th Street to Commercial Street. City officials and the State Department of Transportation encourage everybody using Highway 2 to expect longer travel times during the parade. A typical Saturday in Leavenworth. Right on the River, the nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting the local writing community. They're hosting their first ever October Book Fest next weekend, by the way, on October 5th from 9 a.m. to 5. And over 20 local and regional authors will be gathering at the local Event Center in the Pybus Public Market to sell and sign their books. It is free. It features books across a wide variety of genres. Right on the River Board President Melissa Campbell said that she hopes this new annual event will become a community favorite. And last night marked the launch of the new season of entertainment at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. I had a chance to catch up with my good buddy Alex Haley to talk about the offerings on tap. It began last night with the acclaimed magic show Masters of Illusion.
We're getting set up for Masters of Illusion, which is our season kickoff. So 2024-25 season kickoff. It's a great family show. There's still some tickets left, but it's selling quick. So if you want to come see the show tonight, go to numericapac.org or come see us at the box office. It's going to be a great show. It's been it's one of the longest running television illusion shows on TV. It was on the CW network. This is their live program. They're getting set up here in the background. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun for the whole family. So come down for Masters of Illusion tonight. And then this Saturday we have comedian Nick Thune, who is part of our Black Box comedy series. So they're getting set up on the stage in our what we call our main stage setup, which is facing out into the auditorium. For our comedy shows, we do a 180, and we take the whole audience and we put them on the stage. Comedians on the stage, it turns it into basically a comedy club, and we call it our Black Box Comedy Club. So that's been fun. We've been doing that for several years. They're very popular. They always sell out. So there's still some tickets left, but those ones tend to sell out.
This guy has done Jimmy Fallon. He's done a lot of late night shows.
Yep, he's been on James Corden. He's been in movies. You can look him up. He's great. Nick Thune. He's originally from Seattle, but he lives in LA now. So we have a lot of great support from the community for these shows. People really love them. So we're able to bring in these comedians that that are nationally recognized, which is super fun. And then we have usually a Seattle or regional opener for them. So we have somebody kind of local, and then yours truly will be the MC for the Black Box series. So you're definitely going to have to, it's probably past your bedtime, but you're going to have to come check one out one of these days.
And my complete conversation with Alex will air, by the way, in the back half of this morning's program. And that is the news. We think it's important that you know what's going on around here, which is why we do the news at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock every Monday through Friday with Grant Olson in the anchor chair, 5, 6, and 10. If you don't watch television when it's on television, you can watch it on your smart device, whatever it may be. Our newscast will be up and running right around 5 o'clock every Monday through Friday. So you can watch the news by going to our homepage, ncwlife.com, our YouTube page, our Facebook page, and whatever else we have out there. This internet thing, it's going to be big. And so is this whole email thing. And if there's something out there that you think warrants our attention, you send us an email. We have a news tip email. It's news@ncwlife.com. Well, no postseason play again for the Mariners this year, but we still got baseball to talk about anyway. And a lot of prep sports. It's right around the corner. You're watching the Friday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCW Life. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCW Life channel.
Hey there, folks. Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
A ductless unit from Carrier can keep anyone comfortable. Take Shelly, for instance. She finds me time in her new attic-turned-home gym. And with her Carrier ductless unit, the temperature is always perfect, no matter how intense her workout gets. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air. Downtown Wenatchee, something for everyone. Find custom floral designs for any occasion at Mountain Chick Floral. Even more wonderful plants and gifts abound in every corner in their new location at 7A South Wenatchee Avenue.
The Original Children's Shop offers sweet summertime outfits for your newborn to 8-year-old. Stop in for all the essentials you need to have a fun summer. Swimsuits, sandals, towels, sand toys, and more. Shop online or in our store.
Downtown Wenatchee, it's all here.
19 minutes after the hour, no postseason baseball for the Seattle Mariners for this second straight year. They'll be sitting out the playoffs. They sat at home and watched the Royals win and the Tigers win, and that eliminated the Mariners. The Mariners would have had to sweep their series with the Athletics that begins tonight and to have both Kansas City and Detroit lose their final games to make the playoffs. It didn't happen, so they will play out the season with 3 games against Oakland starting tonight at T-Mobile Park. We don't know who's going to pitch for the Mariners yet. They haven't said. So if you got nothing going on tonight, cruise over to Seattle. Maybe they'll give you the baseball. It doesn't matter now. Can't make it to the playoffs. But here is the latest playoff breakdown after last night's game. The Yankees won their division last night, so clinching a first-round bye and home field advantage in the league divisional series. So far, it's the Yankees, the Guardians, the Phillies, and the Dodgers. They got a first-round bye. The Brewers and the Astros were going to the playoffs by clinching their division, clinching postseason berths, but not winning their division. Wild cards will be Orioles and the Padres. Still to be decided, the last wild cards. In the playoff position, if they win out, it'll be the Royals, the Tigers, the Mets, and the Diamondbacks. But the Braves and the Twins still have an outside chance. College football schedule. Huskies play tonight. Don't forget about that. 5 o'clock nationally televised on Fox, or all the way to the other side of the country in New Jersey to take on Rutgers in their first Big Ten road game, 5 o'clock kickoff tonight for the Huskies. Washington State will be in Boise State tomorrow, 7 o'clock kickoff there on Saturday night. That'll be televised on FS1. Montana travels to Eastern Washington on the green carpet, 5 o'clock kickoff there. That'll be on ESPN Plus. No television that we know of for Western New Mexico at Central Washington University. They kick off at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Two games were in football last night. Kashmir took on Wahluke, and they walloped them in Wahluke 45-0. Welpanet took care of Soap Lake in Thursday night high school football. That's pretty rare. The final there was 46-12. To the prep volleyball scoreboard in the Big Nine, Wenatchee rolls right along. They are the #1 ranked team in the state, and they proved it. They swept Eisenhower easily, 25-9, 25-8, 25-7. West Valley swept Eastmont, a little more competitive there, 25-21, 25-20, and 25-14. And the improving Davis Pirates swept Sunnyside in girls volleyball, 3-0. In the CWAC, Ellensburg rolls right along. They swept Quincy right out of Dodge, 3-0. No problems with Grandview. They beat Toppenish, which I misspelled, 3-0. It was Sela just getting by East Valley. It took them 5 sets, 3-2. And same deal with Prosser beating Ephrata, 3-2. Prep volleyball scoreboard for the smaller schools. Chelan swept Tenasket, 3 sets. In fact, they're all sweeps. Look at that. Across the board, the losers not take a set. Chelan sweeps Tenasket, Brewster sweeps Cascade, Manson sweeps Omak, Kashmir sweeps Keona Benton, Liberty Bell sweeps Lake Roosevelt, Okanagan over Bridgeport, Oroville over the Garden City Academy, and Soap Lake sweeps Wilson Creek. That was volleyball. Let's talk soccer. It was a non-leaguer, and so they didn't go to overtime. They'll go ahead and take the tie between Moses Lake and Ephrata. They don't play overtime if the games don't count in the league. Why take the chance? Kashmir rolls right along. They beat Keona Benton 7-1. Quincy over Cascade 3-1 on the pitch. It was Ellensburg over East Valley. Othello shut out Cannell. Omak just by 1 over Pateros. Okanagan crushing Manson. And look at Tenasket. They beat Orville in soccer 12-0. All right, now to your schedule. Prep football schedule. We will have the game for you right here on the NCAA Live channel, 7 o'clock kickoff. Pregame at about 6:45. Grant Olson and Brandon Harley on the call. The Sunnyside Grizzlies, the Eastmont Wildcats at Wildcat Stadium. Wenatchee's on the road, Lions Field and Moses Lake to take on the Mavericks. 7 o'clock kickoff there. Davis will be at West Valley for a 7 o'clock kickoff. 6 o'clock tonight for Lake City and Eisenhower in a non-league affair. In the CWAC, Wapato will be at, all of these are 7 o'clock kickoffs, by the way. Wapato at Quincy at 7 o'clock. Ephrata travels to East Valley for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Ellensburg at Toppenish. Othello at Sela. And Prosser will take on Grandview in Grandview. Your more prep football. There's a lot going on. So you want to go to Okanagan? You can and watch the defending state champion Okanagan take on Riverview. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff. At 7 o'clock tonight, Liberty Bell will be at Liberty Bell will be at Chelan. Manson will be at Cascade. That's a non-leaguer. Omak will be at Clarkston, non-leaguer at 7 o'clock. Orville at Bridgeport at 7 o'clock. Tenasket at Brewster at 7. Pateros will be at Waterville Mansfield tonight at 7 o'clock. Tomorrow, Entiat travels to Moses Lake Christian for a 6 o'clock kickoff. Soccer schedule, Big 9 tomorrow. They all get going at 1 o'clock. Wenatchee will try to stay undefeated in the league. They'll be in Sunnyside at 1 o'clock. Eastmont will host West Valley at 1 o'clock on the east side of the river. Davis travels to Sunnyside at 1 o'clock in Big 9 soccer. Other soccer action tomorrow, 11 a.m. Isn't that awfully early to play soccer? I don't know. Tenasket at Cascade at 11 a.m. Okanagan welcomes Mount Vernon Christian. Warden will host Lake Roosevelt. Manson will host Oroville, and Pateros will host Bridgeport. Then at noon, it's Ellensburg at Quincy, Ephrata at Othello, and Brewster at Highland. I told you there's a lot of high school stuff going on around here this time of the year, and those are just some of the games that people are playing. Believe it or not, one of the obscure holidays I could have chosen today, but I didn't, is National, this is true, I didn't make it up, National Morning TV Show Host Day. I'm not going to do that. No. It's also National Scarf Day. National Corned Beef Hash Day. I've been a big fan of that. National Crush a Can Day, which is really cool when before cans were aluminum. Now anybody can do it. No, today is National Chocolate Milk Day, and there's a lot of confusion on who exactly invented chocolate milk. Now, according to the Natural History Museum in Great Britain, it was Sir Hans Sloane, an Irish botanist who was living and working in Jamaica in the early 18th century. The locals gave him a drink that consisted of coca and water. He drank it, Hans did. He didn't like it at all, but he said, how about if we mix it with milk instead of water? He said it tasted a lot better. He took the concoction back to England and he sold it and made a lot of money because he told everybody it had medicinal qualities. It doesn't. Of course, it's still not bad for you. There's a lot of other people who thinks, it wasn't the Jamaicans, that chocolate milk may have been going back even to the 15th century. And when we were growing up as kids, chocolate milk was a treat because it was considered not as healthy for you as the traditional 4% whole milk. It's really not true. Chocolate milk does have nutritional value. It's got a lot of protein. It's got vitamin A and B and D and calcium and phosphorus. It's still good for you. It's just chocolate. That's all. I can't remember the last time I had a glass of chocolate milk. Sounds good. But again, when I was a kid, that was a treat, not an everyday occurrence. It also cost more. The little carton of milk was 5 cents at Washington Elementary School, but chocolate milk was 10 cents for reasons I don't know. 26 minutes after the hour. Today in history, Bobby Jones wins the U.S. Amateur, and with it, the Grand Slam of golf. The four majors in 1930 was the Open Championship, which is known sometimes as the British Open, the United States Open, the U.S. Amateur, and the British Amateur. The PGA Championship existed, but it wasn't considered a major, and of course the Masters hadn't been invented yet. So that was the Grand Slam, and now they're going to go, what are we going to call this? It had never been done before. There was no term if you win all four majors in a calendar year, because nobody thought you could actually do it. And O.B. Keeler is the one who came up with the idea of the Grand Slam. He borrowed a bridge term. Bobby Jones wins all four majors in a calendar year. It has never happened since. That was 94 years ago today. Happy birthday, we think, to Google. September 27th, 1998, 26 years ago, Google says retroactively that this is its birthday. Apparently they couldn't make up their mind. Of course, Google is the behemoth. It's amazing how much Google has exploded over 26 years. Google and YouTube, of course, both owned by the same company, Alphabet, they're the two most visited websites in the world, followed by Facebook and Twitter. Google is the largest search engine. Google is the largest mapping app. It is the largest navigation app. It's the largest email provider. It's the largest office suite provider. It's the largest video sharing platform. It's the largest photo provider. It's the largest cloud storage provider. It's the largest mobile operating system. It's the largest web browser. It's the largest AI virtual assistant provider. And it keeps getting bigger. We don't even call it searching the internet anymore. It's become its own verb. We Google it. And Google is only 26 years old, according to Google. And two extremely interesting baseball games took place on this date. It's kind of hard to explain, but here's what's going on. Bill Sharman would eventually be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. But Bill Sharman in 1951 was a baseball player. He was called up by the Brooklyn Dodgers from their farm club in St. Paul. He was in uniform and on the bench on September 27, 1951, when they had a big row with the score tie between the Dodgers and the Braves. Things got kind of crazy. Frank Dascoli throws out Bill Sharman for protesting a controversial call. Bill Sharman would never play a Major League Baseball game. He never played for the rest of the year, gave up baseball. So Bill Sharman on this date becomes the only man in history to be thrown out of a Major League Baseball game without ever having played in a Major League Baseball game. It happened on this date in 1951. And a couple of years later, on September 27th, 1953, Washington's Mickey Vernon of the Washington Senators goes into the last game of the season fighting Al Rosen of Cleveland for the American League batting title. And on September 27, 1953, the Washington Senators tried on purpose to lose a baseball game. They weren't going to win the pennant. The Yankees already did. So near the end of the game, Cleveland was playing someplace else. Washington was playing on the road. Near the end of the game, they get word that Al Rosen's game is over and that Mickey Vernon, who is hitting .337, they find out that Al Rosen's game is over and Mickey Vernon is ahead of Al Rosen for the American League batting crown by 1/100th of a percentage point. The problem was, in the bottom of the ninth inning, Mickey Vernon was due to bat fourth. So if he had batted and didn't get a hit, he would have lost the American League batting championship to Al Rosen. So his team purposely got 3 outs. So Mickey Vernon didn't have to hit, and he won the batting title. They tried to lose the game, but Mickey got the title. You don't see that very often. Birthdays. This guy became an American folk hero in the 1970s because he was the chairman of the Senate Watergate Committee. Sam Ervin, senator from South Carolina, very interesting guy. They had to pick somebody to chair it, and they picked Sam Ervin. He wasn't going to run for re-election in 1974. He knew the Constitution inside and out. He was highly respected by his other senators. And so Sam Ervin, the man who was the chairman of the Senate Select Committee to investigate Watergate, became a folk hero. He even made an album, and I have it at home. It's not very good. Sam Ervin, born in the state in 1896, died at the age of 88 in 1985. Randy Bachman is 81 years old. I met Randy a couple of times. Pretty cool guy. One of the founding members of the Guess Who. He left the Guess Who. He's a practicing Mormon. He's a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Didn't like the rock and roll lifestyle that the Guess Who was living. You know, the drinking and the drugs and the womanizing. So he left the Guess Who and formed, along with his brother and C.F. Turner, the group Bachman Turner Overdrive. And now he's back with the Guess Who, but they all got all kinds of legal issues. Anyway, happy birthday to Randy Bachman. Good songwriter, too. He's 81 years old today. And the greatest first baseman of all time, Mike Schmidt. Sorry, he's number 1, folks. There's been a lot of good first basemen, but Mike Schmidt is the greatest third baseman to ever play the game of baseball. All of it for the Philadelphia Phillies. He is 75 years old today. Happy birthday to Schmitty. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, that would be Alpine Air. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Can you believe it's going to be in the 80s again on Saturday? Air conditioner is going to go right back on again, but before you know it, it's going to get cold. You know it's going to get cold, and your HVAC system is going to switch from cooling to heating, and it better be ready to do it. And if you're not sure it can handle the switchover, give Alpine Air a call. They'll come out and take it a look-see to make sure you can. And if it can't, they'll fix it, because that's what they do. For heat and air, call Alpine Air. Mike Magnotti has an opinion, and then the Numerica Performing Arts Center rolled out their annual season of shows last night. Goes all the way through late spring and early summer of next year. We'll give you the lineup and have a great conversation with our good friend Alex Haley. It's coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Another fall sports season is upon us. Yes, we'll be talking about Eastmont football, but also volleyball and girls soccer. Be sure and join us for the Eastmont Wildcats all season long right here on the NCW Life channel, your local TV station.
Coverage is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, Together for Youth, and Valley Tractor.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air. Highlander Golf Course and Grill, located in East Wenatchee, offers terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. From the golf course to the grill, you don't need to be a member to dine in style and play golf too. Highlander's well-groomed fairways and greens keep it difficult, yet friendly for your regular rounds of golf or a new destination for you and your out-of-town friends. Contact the Highlander Pro Shop today to schedule your tee time, outing, or tournament. Open 7 days a week, where everyone is welcome to play and eat.
Most of us are in touch with the internet in one way or another all day long. A fast, secure connection matters. It keeps us entertained, informed, and in touch. Localtel cares about your connection. We know strong, reliable internet with your choice of speed makes life better. If you need fast, reliable internet, or maybe an upgrade, or you just have questions, connect with us by visiting localtel.com or call 509-888-8888 today.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at Boswell's. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. Right now, take 10% off all stressless recliners, sofas, tables, and ottomans. Boswell's, 2915 Easy Street in Wenatchee.
Hey, this is Mike, Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, that lighted cross in South Wenatchee and the planned one in Leavenworth, they got me thinking. Now, this is America, where our Constitution guarantees freedom of religion. It does not allow promoting one religion over the other. No, it doesn't. And now, how would the cross supporters feel if our Jewish folks wanted to put up a huge lighted Star of David overlooking the valley? Well, how about it if our Muslim devotees built an illuminated crescent and star that we had to look at every night? You know, at least those two faiths have some justification in saying they want to stand up against persecution, where we of the Christian faith really do not. No, we don't. This is Mike, Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCW Life app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCW Life app now.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus save up to $1,800.
Global Car Care has the best customer service in the Valley. From the moment you walk in the door, their goal is to help you stay on the road, so you can keep doing what's important to you. Global Car Care certified ASE mechanics stand behind your automotive repairs.
Hey man, how's your arm?
Getting better, actually, thanks.
Did they give you anything for pain after surgery? Because I think I may have some left over.
Nah, that's all right, man. Actually, me and my doctor talked about not sharing prescriptions, and that ibuprofen's a good option for me. The risk of addiction, it's not worth it.
Makes sense.
Take the next step. Don't share your prescriptions and talk to your friends about the dangers of opioids.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Thank you for trusting Abby's legendary pizza for 60 years. Your hard-earned money supports hundreds of youth working at our parlors, dozens and dozens of nonprofits and school teams throughout the area. At Abby's, doing good in the neighborhood has never tasted so delicious. Can you smell it? It's not arugula and pear. It's bacon, and cheddar. Yep. Everybody's favorite pizza is back on sale this month at Abby's, loaded with 2 kinds of bacon and real cheddar cheese. Enjoy Abby's September special at a very special price.
Welcome back to the program. They rolled out their campaign, if you will. It's political season, what the hell. The 2024-2025 season for the America Performing Arts Center. It is out. The tickets for all the shows we're about ready to announce are pretty much on sale. And joining me once again is our good buddy, the clean-shaven, and always wonderful to see Alex Haley, who's the Director of Programming and Marketing. It's good to see you again, my friend.
Good to see you.
Yeah, we're up.
You got a little buffer here.
Well, you're cute, but you're not that cute. Before we get into the upcoming season, it's a great lineup. It's a little bit of everything. Talk about the booking procedure. How do you folks at the America PAC find these acts to come and get them to come? Talk about that whole booking process.
Yeah.
When did this start, and how does it work?
So this process starts basically right now. We're looking at the next season. So this season started all the way back September 2023. I attend a conference every year called the Western Arts Alliance Conference. That's the big kind of kickoff for our booking process. Go down there and meet with agents and meet with talent, and we get to see showcases. And so it's a big networking opportunity, but we get to see a lot of different shows. And so we kind of start to whittle it down. We have hundreds of possible shows, and it kind of gets whittled down over the course of the next few months. And then we start reaching out and trying to fill in our calendar, keeping in mind all the things that we want to hit. We want very diverse, robust season, something like you said, something for everybody, and then mapping it out, making sure it works with our calendar. So this process is starting now for the next season, which is going to be our 25th anniversary season. So it's going to be a big one.
And how do you know that this particular act will play well in North Central Washington, and maybe this particular act wouldn't do so good?
Well, it's kind of a lot of factors of our past presentation. We know what's sold well. Some of it is something we just want to bring to the Performing Arts Center. So it's kind of a combination. Yeah, some of it we've had a lot of success over the years, and so we kind of know what we think Wenatchee's going to like, but we also want to push the boundaries a little bit.
And the area and the theater has a reputation in that world. You're talking about the conference that you go to. People, the America PAC. This is a place that you guys should really play. There's a network within the network, right?
Yeah, Wenatchee is a very unique part of the puzzle for brocreming. A lot of other theaters compete with other theaters. We don't really compete in our region. So right in the center of the state, I always tell the agents we're 2.5 hours from Seattle, we're 2.5 hours from Spokane. We don't compete with either market. So we're kind of a perfect opportunity for these groups that maybe, would not otherwise come to Wenatchee, but they can fill in a date and they can add to their routing. So we're continue to build on that reputation and get that word out there, and we've been seeing success with that. So.
And I know you're going to agree with me on this, downtown Wenatchee is really starting to pick up a vibe now. I mean, the theater is like the hub of it, but you're going to go to a show at the America PAC. You're going to go to Stone's, or you're going to go to Lamolo's, you're going to go to a wine tasting. There's a lot going on in the evening hours downtown on a weekend that Wenatchee didn't really have that long ago.
No, it's you can see the vibrancy that it brings. I've asked local restaurants around here, I go, can you tell when we have a show? And they say yes. We don't even have to look at your calendar. We know when there's a show because people are out, people are patronizing. So the economic impact of these shows is very, it's easy to see. And that's a great part of the downtown. Is we can bring that kind of impact. So.
Everything feeds into everything else. It's great. Yeah. As we tape this, they're setting up right now for the Masters of Illusion. That's Thursday night, the 26th, so sorry, you missed that. And also the Saturday Black Box Comedy Series, but there's more coming. That's on Saturday, because this is airing on Monday, so sorry, you're out of luck on that. But on Tuesday, October 2nd, is the first one we can talk about, kind of.
Wednesday, but yes.
Wednesday the 2nd of October.
Yep.
Garrison Keillor is going to be in town. The good news, this is a great get. The bad news is tickets
Sold
you can't
out.
get.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, so Garrison Keillor, that's one, we're very excited about him. He's kind of been someone I've circled for a while, and it just worked out this year. He's an interesting one of some people grew up on him, some people never heard of him, but obviously he resonates with people here, and the show is sold out. We always have a wait list when that happens, and a lot of times tickets become available. Sometimes they get released. We have people that can't make it. So if you do still want to go, make sure you call down to the box office and get on the wait list.
Next up on the agenda is Holiday Spice. That's back again. Oh, that's one of those perennial favorites, always the same time.
Yeah, we do it. We do it every year. It's directed by Amy Edwards and Ernest Palmer. It's a great holiday variety show, big family show. We bring in a lot of the dance groups and singing. It's a great way to kick off the holiday season. That's December 5th and 6th. So we do 2 performances of that. And then it's not announced yet, but we did it last year, a show called Holiday Spicier, where the Holiday Spice is a fun family show. The Holiday Spicier is just for the adult audience, and so that will be taking place as well. We're going to be doing 2 shows of that.
Next up is the Old Time Radio Show, December 17th.
Yeah,
that's one of those
another
deals.
regular.
I've done these before, and this is what I do when I've come to these things. I think I've done the Christmas thing a couple of years. I don't watch the performance on stage. I come and I listen to it. I close my eyes. You're in a theater, but I close my eyes and I listen to the show because that's what it is.
Yeah, no, it's a great way. You can kind of do it both ways. You can come and see how the show's put together with the Foley artists. You can see the performers. You can go home and listen to it live when it's rebroadcast rather. So you can kind of get both experiences. And so we're doing a new title this year. It's called, it's Sherlock Holmes, and it's a Christmas Carol, but told through Sherlock Holmes. It's a Sherlock Holmes story, but it's the kind of classic tale of the Christmas Carol.
Jazz at Lincoln Center after the Old Time Radio Show, which is December 17th. They'll take a little bit of a holiday break. Jazz at Lincoln Center in late January.
Yeah, so any fans of jazz will know the name Jazz at Lincoln Center. This is a fun one. This is part of our Every Kid at the Pack program. So we're going to have tickets available for students to attend the evening performance. A lot of times we do student matinees, but in this case we want people to come and see that evening performance. They're doing the Spirit of Mardi Gras, so it's all New Orleans style jazz music, and that's we've been kind of building our jazz programming over the years, and that one's
a lot of Bix Beiderbecke, Louis Armstrong, that kind of stuff.
Everything you love.
Cool, absolutely. National Geographic Live is back. This was a huge success. You didn't know if this was going to work or not the last time you brought these guys into town. It worked, so you're bringing them back.
Yeah, so it's a great speaker series. Obviously, the National Geographic brand is very well known. We did it a couple years ago, so we bring in different photographers or videographers that go and travel the world and have these different missions that they're on. They come with all of their professional photos and videos, and they tell their story, and they talk about what their mission is. So this one's going to be really fun. The topic is penguins. We took a vote with some of our people, and unanimously people said we want penguins. So we're excited about that one.
The photography and the cinematography is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And you guys have the infrastructure to do that. A lot of theaters don't.
Yeah.
But you do.
Yeah, it's a great speaker series.
You're going to have to help me out with the February 27th show.
Cirque Calabante.
Thank you.
Yes, African and Cirque. So it's a circus style show, but it's with the theme of Africa, and so all the costumes and the props and is really vibrant and celebrates the African culture. But if you've been to a Cirque show, it's acrobats and it's contortionists and a lot of fun. So that's another fun family show. It's also going to be part of our Every Kid at the Pack program. That one will have a student matinee where the kids can come in for free and see the program. So
and the Every Kid at the Pack program plants that seed in those kids. They come in here and they're mesmerized.
Yeah, it's a great program. We've been doing it for I think over 10 years at this point. A lot of students that maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to see a show in a dedicated theater. We're very proud of that program. We get a lot of support from the community that helps us cover the cost to provide that service.
March 6th, it's a tribute to the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, coming into town.
Yes, RESPECT. That one's going to be a great show. It's kind of a theatrical show as well. So they have the Aretha Franklin singer, but they tell her story as well. So it's going to be a really powerful show.
And if you're a fan of the Thin White Duke, and we're not talking about me, David Bowie tribute after that.
Yeah, so it's March is going to be tribute month. We usually limit it to about one per year with our tributes, but these ones were so exciting that we said let's do it because why not? More joy is never a bad thing. So I've been wanting to do a David Bowie tribute for a while, and this one is really fun. This one is not is similar to an impersonator. This is just focused on the music. So all musicians, the agency itself is run by the talent that comes and does the shows, and they do a lot of different styles of tribute, but it's for them, it's just they just try and get the music as accurate as possible.
And that's the most important thing for a lot of people. Speaking of music, Canadian Brass, April 18th.
Yes, the world's most famous brass band, Canadian Brass. If people are familiar, they're a lot of fun. They're just kind of they do different orchestrations of popular music. They're funny. It's going to be a great time. Also going to be part of our Every Kid the Pack program. They're going to be doing student matinees, and they're also going to be doing workshop with the schools. So that one is
When
really
I had my
exciting.
record store, I sold a lot of their CDs and cassettes. This is how far back I go. And I didn't know anything about them until I brought one home, and I thought, this is spectacular stuff.
Yeah, it's a hot selling ticket. People have been asking for it for a while.
There we go. Apple Blossom Musical this year is Catch Me If You Can. Always sells out. And that's going to be May 1st?
May 1st through 10th.
Okay, so it's kind of folding into the, sometimes it goes beyond with the festival. This is actually going to be taking place, of course, during the festival. So, don't worry about those guys.
So Apple Blossom Musical, it's going to be very exciting. It's a relatively new title, but Catch Me If You Can. If people are familiar with the movie, it's fun, it's exciting, it's a great musical.
And finally, Paula Poundstone wraps up the season.
Comedian Paula Poundstone. She was here a few years ago. She has a very popular NPR show. She did very well here. She's coming back. She's going to anchor our season. We're really excited about bringing her back. So.
And there's some stuff that you have in the hopper that's not on the press release that we want to.
Yes, there'll be a few shows. So you want to stay tuned. We have our Black Box comedy series, our Black Box concert series that we'll be announcing. We have a partnership we do with Danzas Multiculturalis that will be announced, and we do other partnerships and other shows as well. So basically, stay tuned. And make sure you stay up. Subscribe to our newsletter. Come to our website.
Numerica Performing Arts Center.com and NumericaPack.com is what you want to go to. Thanks again to Numerica Credit Union. They've been great partners with you guys.
Over 10 years now, they've been our naming partner. So
when you book these artists, do you get carte blanche, or do you come back and there's a vote or a creative, like a brainstorming session about who you want to bring in before you finally sign the papers?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a process. We have a programming committee that kind of looks at the overall season. What are our goals? What are our objectives? But as far as kind of the sifting through, that kind of is one of my roles, and then everybody kind of gets a chance to look at it and kind of put their 2 cents in.
Alex Haley is the marketing, and everybody wears a bunch of hats around here at the Numerica Performing Arts Center. A lot of people make this whole season come together. If you go to the Numerica Pack website, it's all right there. Tickets all right there. Did we get it all covered?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we covered it. Yeah.
Let's have another great year.
It's going to be great. Yep. We're looking forward to it.
Alex Haley, everybody give him a big hand. We'll be right back.
It might be sunny now, but fall is in the air, and we've got you covered here on the NCW Life Channel. If it's Wenatchee Panther football, volleyball, or girls soccer, we've got you covered. So tune in to your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel, for Wenatchee Panther sports.
Coverage is presented by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Coldwell Banker Cascade Real Estate, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill.
Flessenow is a small village in Germany, the heritage home to the Bruders family. Today, the Bruders family call Leavenworth home and make award-winning wines that celebrate the American dream. New Flessenow Cellars has spectacular views anywhere around the property, so bring your friends to taste award-winning handcrafted wines and seasonal specialties. New Flessenow is perfect for any celebration. From their family to yours, stop by this weekend and experience the charm for yourself.
Hello, 3 tickets, please.
Oh, the Discovery Center is free to visit.
So you're telling me we could look at the fish for free?
Yep, that's free.
But how much is it to drive the speedboat?
Todo es gratis.
So you're telling me that we could go play on the playground?
Still free.
It's free.
Exactly. Gratis, gratis, gratis. The Discovery Center at Rocky Beach. It's free.
When you've been in business for 40 years, it's because you understand change and you put members first, always. Now Works is announcing a change in their membership model. Up to 6 people on one membership that you can mix and match. The more people, the bigger the discounts. Introducing the Works shared membership model. One membership, friends and family and flexibility. Works, the cleanest, friendliest, most helpful gyms you and your friends will ever join.
All right, let's get your weekend going with some shop talk real quick, some housekeeping if you don't mind. Of course, we have high school football tonight, like we'll have every Friday night, and a Saturday, too. I'll get to that in just a little bit. But tonight, if you can't make it to Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee, it's going to be a beautiful night. You should go. But if you can't, we'll have it for you tonight. The Sunnyside Grizzlies and the Eastmont Wildcats will take to the air at about 6:45 at the pregame show. 7 o'clock kickoff with Grant Olson and Brandon Harley on the call. Again, Sunnyside and Eastmont tonight. And then we're going to be really busy next week. As you know by now, the Bridge of Sportsmanship game, originally scheduled for October 4th, has been moved to Saturday, October 5th, because of a lack of local football officials. And so the two athletic directors, Eric Anderson and Russ Waterman, got together and said, let's move it to Saturday at 6 o'clock. So instead of Friday at 7 o'clock, 1 week from today, the Bridge of Sportsmanship will be on Saturday, October 5th at 6 o'clock at Lee Bofta Field at the Apple Bowl. And that frees us up to do the Cashmere Royal game. Cashmere won last night, by the way. They beat Wildluke and beat them good. So we are set up for what's going to be one of the best games we've broadcast in a long time. Royal has won the last 4 consecutive state 1A championships. They are the gold standard in 1A football, and they will be coming to take on Cashmere, the undefeated Bulldogs in Cashmere on Friday, October 4th. And thanks to Mr. Jeff Carlson and the crew at Cashmere, we'll be covering that game as well. So Cashmere and Royal in Cashmere next Friday, 1 week from today, 7 o'clock kickoff. Our cameras will be there. That place is going to be packed, and so will Lee Bofta Field of the Apple Bowl the following day, Saturday at 6 o'clock for the Bridge of Sportsmanship game between the Panthers and the Wildcats. I wanted to get that out of the way before I forgot, because this whole people were calling us saying, can you do the Cashmere Royal game? People were calling us. It would be great, because it's not a very big stadium. There's only a certain amount of people they can let in to see Cashmere Royal play. Are you going to be able to televise it? And we said, well, no, because it's the Wenatchee Eastmont game, and that has a lot of interest too, as you might imagine. But then, of course, they moved the game, so we're good to go. We'll have both of them. Cashmere and Royal on Friday night, Wenatchee and Eastmont on Saturday night of next week. Let's go around the valley real quick, because we have a second or two. It's a beautiful morning out there. It's about 55 degrees. Look at that. Lots of sunshine. Of course, the days are getting considerably shorter. We're still losing about 3 minutes and 20 seconds of daylight a day. And, of course, now we're below the 12-hour mark of daylight, but we're in for a beautiful stretch of weather. The forecast details are coming up. There's the Wenatchee Heights camera. I think we're probably using the same cameras. I don't know. Let's find out together. I love these views. These Sky-Fi cameras are just nice. Yep, there's Lake Wenatchee. There's beautiful Dirty Face Mountain, Cater Glen. Golf season's getting a little lower. If you haven't had out to whack the golf ball around a little bit, you're running out of time. It's just a gorgeous area. Love Lake Wenatchee, just beautiful. Camera number 3, I believe we're off to Lake Chelan again. Smooth, blue, pristine, gorgeous Lake Chelan is looking mighty good, and that place will be pretty busy this weekend as well, I'm sure. I think Hydro Fest is going on in Manson this weekend. And finally, camera 4, back up to Hose Landing, looking across towards Antioch, and a beautiful view there. I mentioned we're in a drought, and this is getting to be a concern, so much so that the Drought Information Center, the Drought Monitor, said we need to really let people know we're in a world of hurt. We are right now at a D2. That is a severe drought. You can see right along the east slopes of the Cascades right into the Wenatchee Valley. We should have, by this time of the year, a little over 5 inches of rain. We've had 3.62. We need rain, but as you look at the forecast, we ain't getting any. Sunny and 78 today is your forecast high. 50 for the overnight low tonight. 81, are you kidding me, on Saturday. And then Saturday night, a system pushes through the area. It'll be breezy and cooler on Sunday and Monday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.